Clone Commander Bly, also known as CC-5052, was an advanced recon commando and clone officer in the Grand Army of the Republic during the Clone Wars, operating as the Marshal Commander of the 327th Star Corps. During the Clone Wars, he was involved in the Battle of Honoghr and Battle of New Holsteer, and at some point he also led the 327th on Seleucami, as well as on Eskander, Queel, Mandarum, Al-Zolok III, New Holstis II, Endor, and eventually in the Battle of Felucia, where he would execute Order 66 during the events of Revenge of the Sith, and repeatedly shooting his Jedi General in the back. In Star Wars canon, following the Empire's formation, Commander Bly would serve with Darth Vader when the Dark Lord of the Sith contacted him personally to help him capture 2 rebellious Padawans because Bly was just that good at his job. Bly's experience with the Jedi made him an ideal candidate for the mission, and he collaborated with Vader to exterminate them like a legend. Commander Bly then continued serving Darth Sidious during the time of the Galactic Empire within the Imperial Army, submitting countless SAR systems to the Empire. He served in the Stormtrooper Corps and was dispatched on various critical missions, such as chasing various Force users who survived Order 66, because again he was just that good at his job. In the expanded universe, shortly after the death of Aayla Secura on Felucia at the hands of Commander Bly, the Republic became the Galactic Empire following Palpatine's declaration of the New Order. Commander Bly continued to serve under Palpatine's new regime and was sent to the planet Yotusk to control a mostly peaceful protest rally. While on the planet, Bly and fellow clone trooper Gale were contacted by Darth Vader, and Vader reminded Bly that he still had an incomplete mission on his record, and offered Bly a chance to finally complete the mission against several Padawans. Upon being shipped back to Coruscant, Commander Bly met with Director of Imperial Intelligence Armand Isard, as well as Inquisitors Antinous Tremaine and Lanu Pasik, who were tracking down rogue Jedi Padawans Erika and Logan, and were of course jealous of how awesome Commander Bly was. The Jedi General whom Bly had been hunting was previously executed by Darth Vader days prior, leaving Commander Bly free to focus on the 2 surviving Jedi. Bly recounted the events leading up to the Battle of Felucia, specifically Erika's talent for slicing into networks, and Isard insisted that no one had breached his intelligence network, but Bly pointed out that the director had never worked with Jedi before and put the little wuss in his place. Humiliated by Commander Bly's coolness, Isard then suggested posting access markers on specific data nodes, which would alert intelligence when they were being breached, allowing Tremaine to track down the location of the Padawans. Sure enough, the fugitives were located in a Coruscant apartment, but as Bly, Tremaine, and Pasik closed in on the location in a gunship, the quarters were torn apart by an explosion. However, Tremaine was not fooled, as he detected a speeder leaving the area. The group set off in pursuit of the fugitives, chasing them through the sky lanes of Coruscant. Erika jumped off the speeder in mid-pursuit, but Tremaine ordered Commander Bly to stay on Logan's tail. The Padawan reached the platform of NL-1922, where Vader was preparing to board a shuttle to the planet Tepasi. Logan was subdued by Vader's Noghri guards, leaving Tremaine and Bly to track down Erika. The commander, using Isard's access markers, discovered that the Padawan was taking the freighter Kausiakt to Tepasi, presumably to save Logan. On Tepasi, Vader, with the captive Logan in tow, confronted Baron Orman Tej in a large Tejco factory. Tej had been attempting to usurp the Dark Lord's place at Palpatine's side, earning Vader's ire. As punishment, Vader blinded Tej with his lightsaber, rousing the Padawan from her hiding spot in the Baron's facility. Unbeknownst to the fugitive Jedi, Commander Bly and his troops had been in the upper gantries of the factory, waiting for her to reveal herself like an idiot. They opened fire on her, apparently killing the young Jedi in the process. Logan, driven into a rage, then used the Force to throw Bly and his troops against a wall, knocking them out of commission, but only for now, because Bly was that much of an epic pro gamer. When he regained consciousness, he was met with the sight of Logan and Darth Vader dueling. Waiting for an opening, the clone commander then shot Logan in the shoulder, putting him at Vader's mercy. Darth Vader then took the opportunity to stab Logan and let him plunge into his own apparent death in the factory. Darth Vader then congratulated Commander Bly on his epicness and on finally completing his mission. Though none of the Imperials knew it, Logan and Erika had survived their encounter with Darth Vader and narrowly Commander Bly. And that is all we know about Commander Bly's expanded universe and canon storyline serving with the Galactic Empire so far as of May 2026. What other Imperial clones would you like for me to cover? Write in the comments, and thank you for watching.